In this video, we are going to take a look at how to use the 3D intersection feature within a 3D sketch to create a curved part like the little handle that we have here on this box. You would want to use this if you know what you want your curve to look like from two different perspectives. Take a look here at the front of the box. You can see the curve of the handle there. Take a look at the top of the box. See that shape. So if you have an idea of what you want the part to look like from two different angles, then the intersection curve would be a good option. Let's start a new part, and we'll go through this step by step. This just began with a simple box. Let's make this 4 by 3. Finish that sketch. This won't be exactly like the example. This is just something we're throwing together. There's a little box. Let's use a shell to give it a wall thickness. Now we have an open box. Start with a sketch, then put it on the front of this box. Create a new sketch. I'm just going to use a line right here. Click somewhere so it picks up the edge of that box. We'll draw out to the left a little bit, get right on the end of that line, click and hold and drag out to create a curve. And then we will extend down, make sure we get that little tangent symbol pop up and finish out that line. Now we add some dimensions. Make it 2 inches from the bottom. Let's make this first little segment 375.5, a ½ inch radius there. We'll put an angle on it. Let's put a 45-degree angle right there, and we can then put a 1 inch to show us that the tip of that is 1 inch out from that surface. Keep that number in mind. We will use it in the next sketch as well. This sketch is now fully constrained, so we can finish it. Now, there are a couple of ways that we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and take this step on this example. I'm going to extrude. But rather than extruding a solid, since I just have this single profile, it is not enclosed. It's just this kind of bare line. See, if I just click on it, it wants me to pick a side. It wants to create an extrusion from this whole solid. That's not what I want. And if we go to extrude and I click up here, surface mode. Now surface mode is on. When I click that profile or that line that highlights, let's use the 2 command. That's now wants me to select a face. So I go to this far side, click that far face, and I get a surface that goes all the way across and matches that shape that we drew. And now let's create a sketch on the top of the box. And from this view, I'm going to create another profile, just a little more click and drag. Straight lines with some arcs in between. Let's give this some dimensions. Make it 2 inches wide. I want to be sure I keep the 1 inch dimension that I started with. Let's use a horizontal constraint to put the midpoint of that line lined up horizontally with the midpoint of the side of the box. Now let's pick another line here, make that a ½ inch. We want these two, top and bottom, to be equal. And that is enough dimensions to get this fully constrained. Everything is turned black, so I can finish this sketch. Let's create another extrusion. Click that line. We see our surface now because that's what we had before. Starts to create that surface. I can take it all the way to the bottom of the box, or I could leave just a 1 inch dimension in there. That is enough to intersect. Tell you what, if we make it go all the way to the bottom, that ensures no matter what happens, that they're always going to intersect with each other. And then we say, okay, so now I have this shape. That is the top view. That shape is the side of the box, or the front view as we have this set up. And now we are ready to create a 3D sketch that will be our path. So we start 3D sketch. We just go here to intersection curve, and you can see From the little symbol there, it is the intersection between two surfaces. So we click on that, click on one surface. Now pay attention when we come up to this surface. If I get right to the edge, see everything, all of those edges highlight, and in my color scheme, they turn green. That is what we want. If we come down here and get on that surface, see, that's wanting to select individual surfaces, but we just come into the edge, so everything turns green. We click it. It is ready for the second selection. Same thing again, just come into the edge and say OK. And there we have our 3D curve. Let's finish that sketch, and to clear things up, come and click, hold down Control and click on both of those surfaces, and then turn off the visibility. Now if we're going to sweep this and create the handle, we just need to create a new sketch on this front face. We project geometry, so I get one end of that curve. Draw a circle there. Let's make it 0.25. So we've got profile to sweep. Finish that sketch, and then when we hit sweep, it automatically selects that first circular profile for us. Select curve or edge is ready. We click that, it shows up for me. Make sure that you have the orientation set to follow path. If you do these other ones, you will get things a little messed up. Make sure your taper and twist are set to 0. It is set here to join, and we say OK, and we get the handle on our box. Since this box needs 2 handles, we'll throw a mirror up here. This is the YZ plane. Mirror it to the other end of the box. A couple of other considerations. Let's go back and look. Here's an example that I just threw together quickly. We have 2 surfaces, each one of them just based on a simple sketch. Notice I have 15 inches as the overall length on that one, 15 inches as the length on that one. Just created an extrusion surface out of both of them. And then when we create our 3D sketch intersection curve, we get that yellow line where those 2 surfaces meet. However, here I have just 2, it's the same 2 curves, just 2 simple sketches. We can come in here, do a 3D sketch, hit intersection curve, and as long as the direction that we want this to work is normal to the sketch planes, we will get the same effect as if we had extruded those surfaces. We get the same shape there that we have right there. Let's finish that sketch. Make both of those sketches invisible. And there we see between those 2 parts, it is the same curve. Different ways that you can do it. You can use the 2 sketches, 2 surfaces. You could have a surface and a sketch. You could have a surface going through the face of a part. Just try it out. Use different techniques. Do what works best for the situation that you are in. I hope this video helps you. If this has been a benefit to you, please consider hitting the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. There are more videos coming. I appreciate you watching this one. I've got a long list of Inventor topics to cover, but if there is something that you struggle with, 3D sketching or anything else to do with part modeling, let me know in the comments, and maybe that can be a topic for a future video. Until then, thanks for watching. Have a great day.